Hello, everybody. I have a special guest for you here today because a lot of you guys know we run this thing called Power Half Hour. And it's just a half an hour that we work together Monday through Friday. We have a few different times available. And one of the regulars, she is dedicated. She is working her business every day, is Mindy. And one of the things we go over in that is talking about your DMO, your daily method of operations. And each of us is going to have a little different one, right? Like I just started a new one with my accountability partner where we said, we're going to be video ready by 9 a.m. every morning because I know video is where it's at. I know that's what I need to be doing. But oftentimes what I say to myself is like, I'm not ready for the camera. I need to fix my hair. I need to do something, right? And it keeps me from creating. So no more. So part of my DMO now is by 9 a.m. I'm ready to do this, right? Like, imagine if Mindy was like, Melissa, I'm ready. And I'm like, crap, I look terrible. But I mean, I'm not saying I have to be model ready, but confident to get in front of the camera. So I asked Mindy the other day on Power Half Hour, what is your DMO? And she told me, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so good. So right now in your in Freedom Leaders here where we're at, if you click on, it's like at the very top, it says like discussion, events, something like that. If you click on more and then it shows files and in there it says DMO, there's this walk, run, fly. And so there's a good basis for you guys to start with, but Mindy has taken that and put her own twist on it. And I asked her if she'd share with you guys today, because I'm telling you this, if you don't know Mindy yet, you're missing out. And if you're on our team calls on Monday nights, which I hope you are, she's the funny person in the comments. That's Mindy. Like, I love being in the comments with Mindy. It's like we're whispering in the middle of class, and hopefully it's not too distracting. But she's a mom of 4. She was in the U.S. Army. She knows how to speak like 4 languages. I'm pretty sure it is 4 languages fluently. And now she lives in Ontario, just north of Toronto, about an hour. She's a rock star. She's a go-getter. I mean, she's doing the do, right? We all come in having to figure this thing out a little bit different. She's been locked down in Canada. Like they've been locked down. So she's really doing this a lot online. But what she's going to tell you, even if you're not doing it online, it's still going to help you. So Mindy, will you please share with the listeners today? Talk to us about your DMO. How did you come up with it? What do you do? What do you love? What are you tweaking?
Definitely, like you said, I went into the back office and I got the DMO sheets and the fly pace, because I really want to fly with this. And I saw some things that were making me look unprofessional, or I wasn't getting in everything that I felt was important for me. So I tweaked it and I added my own steps to it. So I start with prayer because that's what's important to me. I want God to bless my business, and I want to go into it with my heart and mind in the right place. So after my prayer is complete, I check my little bubble and I go on to the next thing. And the next thing that I found was helping me be more professional is to check in with my app each day. And that is on the sheet, to check in on your app. And I was checking in on what is featured and what is new. And I know some people use that as their main tool for messaging their team and their customers. So I think in the future, that will be another thing that I definitely check in with each day on my app. The third thing I do is to check my emails, because that's another thing that professionals do. Professionals check their email accounts daily to make sure they're up to date on anything pertinent in there. My fourth step is to open my Facebook Messenger and clear it. I respond to everything that might have been left over from the day before, because things get built up with there, and I don't always check it. I like to have time away from my phone. So if I've had time away from the phone, there are always messages in there that I clear out. Then I open my Facebook and I go to my Facebook notifications and find today's birthdays. What are today's birthdays? I wish them each a happy birthday. And then I go back through that list and I say, in lieu of presents, I'm sending out happy birthday prayers. What can I pray for you on your behalf? And I make sure to do that. If you say you're going to do that, then you have to do that. So either by voice or by text, I get back to them with their prayer request, and they come out of the woodworks, man, with health needs, with finance needs, with relational needs. People will tell you what you can pray for them. And then I go and continue on that list of birthdays, and I check all of yesterday's birthdays. So yesterday's birthdays are right below the list, and I go on down through them. And if anybody has maybe put a thumbs up or a heart on my my thing where I said, I want to pray for you, I think, you know what, maybe they did that thinking they were going to come back and tell me what I could pray for and didn't. So I'll send them a reminder. Is there something I can pray for you? That way nobody falls through the cracks. And then I actually continue on down that birthday list, and I keep track of who I have by date, not by name. By date, who I have invited to my Facebook group. So I will go down and I'll, scroll through the months and find 5 days worth of people to invite to my Facebook group. That keeps my Facebook group growing. And then if I have someone join my team and I have them go through their birthdays 5 days at a time, invite them to my Facebook group. That way the group can continue to grow and I can continue to share about LifeVantage. Then my 8th step is to find something to go live about or to post about so that my Facebook group always has something new in it daily. And I will work ahead. If I can get one for today and one for next Friday, then I will go ahead and schedule that post and always try to keep ahead of the curve on that. And then I will go into my Facebook where it says groups. I will select groups and I will see the things that have been posted in other groups that day and see if there's some way I can contribute, if I can comment on someone asking for advice, if I can see a funny meme I can share to my stories or share to my groups. And I just try to be a sharer, give and share, and find things that are funny, that are related to health, that are inspirational, that are related to wealth building. These are the things that I'm looking for, and you may have other interests. If you're into pets, you can get into groups about your pets. If you're into sports, you can get into groups about your sport. There are many ways to go with this, so you want to personalize it for you. And then my 10th and final step is personal development. And I try to learn something new, like try to learn what these buttons and features are in Facebook, try to learn what these buttons and features are in Instagram. And most recently, I'm trying to figure out how to use TikTok effectively. And so it's a skill building kind of world. And that's my 10th and final step. So that is my daily DMO. And I do that every day but Sunday. And Sunday's my day off. So on Monday, I'm kind of making up for yesterday's birthdays, but continuing on from there.
You guys, I mean, just pause and go back and rewind, write it down. Rewind. That's not really, what do we call that? I mean, I guess we still call it rewind, but go back and listen to that again, write that down. Minnie, that is amazing. Thank you. I love so many things. Okay, one thing, the app. I was confused about this and I asked her and she went over it with me, but she talks about going into the new and featured. First, you go into your app and you click on library. And so in library, it's featured and then new is how that goes in there. And I don't even understand my own notes right now. Starting each day, clearing those messages. I'm going to start that. Thank you. I have so many messages, like I have so many, and that's going to be powerful for me to just start with 0. And then it doesn't feel like this weight of like, oh, I should do that. I should do that, when I look at my 70 messages that are still sitting there that I never got to. So thank you. And I'm telling you guys, her birthday, what she's doing there, if you're a prayer person, do that. Like, you're going to get so much fruit from that. I'm hearing rave reviews from the people that are utilizing that. And then my last thing, when you're talking about the self-development and reading, I heard this the other day. It said, if you read 12 pages a day, that equals 10 books a year. 12 pages a day. And the numbers, like the books that people are reading, like hardly anybody's reading anything. And so if you want to be ahead of the curve, those 12 pages a day make such a difference. Thank you, Mindy, for sharing. Anything you want to add to that?
No, just to make sure that you go back after you've prayed for someone for their health or for their finances. Then the follow-up with that is, are you open to hearing about something that I've heard of that might help you?
Love it. Yeah, there's so many ways. And it's like you said, after, and it's not usually like people are like, oh, can you pray for my sister who's sick? And then it's the immediate response isn't, are you open to hear, and it's just, but it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, and when you connect with that person and you like, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of what the word is, but like you acknowledge the feelings and the stuff that's going on there. And then, you can say, hey, would you be open to that? I would love to share. Maybe it's for you. I don't know. But it's powerful. I know I tend to be very business focused, and I've gotten feedback. People are like, you're too businessy. And it was because I was forgetting that first step. I was just going straight into like, oh, I got the solution for you. But most people aren't open to that. They want to be heard and seen. And so I've had to like slow my roll and like, okay, like connect with them, acknowledge that. And then let's talk about this other thing. And I found really great results doing that. So thank you, Mindy. Again, write this thing down. I'm telling you, that DMO, and checking it off, guys. It's amazing. Some of that stuff, and like she says, prayer, check. And you might be like, well, I do that anyways, but it feels good to check something off, so write it, right? Brush your teeth, right? Whatever you got to write. And like, oh yeah, I'm on it. And every time you do a little bit and you've told yourself you're going to do it, and then you do it, you build trust with yourself, and it just helps you to be like, I got this, I can do this. So thank you, Mindy. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.